live starts a little bit more before I get started with talking, because in the past I've started talking before it starts recording properly. Okay, so I apologize about the lighting today. We're in my car for this little live stream, and I'm using my other phones as light, so it's super fancy, and there's a bit of a gold blur, but it's better than blackness. Now, sorry, I just had some water, and that happened. My stomach. Okay, so today's live stream, also, how are you? It is the Lionsgate portal, which may or may not be relevant or noticeable to some of you, but that's happening today, which is usually a pretty charged day in the year, time of year. So if you're feeling that, that might be relevant for you today. So today I was wanting to teach a technique that I've learnt probably within the past couple of months, past month or two, and I've been experimenting with, and I've looked into a little deeper recently. It's called the havening technique. I believe that it's, you know, under the umbrella of one of those somatic therapy techniques, and I will show you exactly how it works. So it has to do with gentle touching over the hands or the arms and sometimes the face, and this touching is supposed to really relax your central nervous system and your amygdala, the amygdala being responsible for that part of the brain that triggers off the fear, the fight and flight, the sense of danger, and then also your nervous system reacting at the same time. So what I've learnt so far, and the theory I've learnt so far, is generally using this practice for about 5 to 7 minutes tends to really activate the waves in your brain and put you into a really relaxed state. And a lot of people, I think, use this technique to help with reprogramming trauma, limiting beliefs, fear-based thinking, things that they have quite a few triggers around, because you're doing this exercise, which is chemistry scientific completely, but I'm assuming from what I've learned and what people, you do something yourself, you can feel in your own body, your brain and psychology what you're experiencing. So generally, I'm just going to take a bit of water because I'm feeling a bit dry in the mouth. Generally, when I've, from the God, this is going to be awkward. All right, if I'm still here, I'm still here. So let's give that a go. So I don't know what happened there with the internet, but you heard me swearing. Okay, so placing, now I'm in my car, so there's not as much of a broad view, but placing your hands, I'll just show you, at the top of your shoulders, both sides, and you're just gently kind of touching, almost like patting yourself on both sides. So I'll just give you an example, down to your elbows. And we're going to do this, not just this, I'll guide you through some other things, but we're going to do these gentle motions for at least 5 minutes to help kind of activate those delta waves and relax your central nervous system. So just continuing here, and find a pressure that feels comfortable for you. Hello, whoever's jumped on. So find a pressure that feels comfortable for you. I kind of like a gentle pressure of this gentle, it's almost like a stroking from the shoulders to the elbows. And you're breathing as you do this. And even as I do this, so I noticed when I went live, my words were a bit jumbly, you know, collecting myself from the day. But as I've started to do this technique, it's like I've got more mental clarity immediately. I'm far more present, and I feel like I know what I'm saying. I can catch my words a bit better. And that's probably just being a little more embodied. So whoever's jumping on, or whether you're watching the replay, this is called the havening technique. It's a technique to relax your nervous system and deactivate your amygdala and bring a sense of calm to your body. So we're just going to keep doing this. I'll guide you through the other parts of it in a moment, but we'll just keep doing this because we've got a few more minutes of this. When I've done this, especially the past few nights, for at least 5 to 10 minutes, I've really noticed a really profound sense of calm. A sense of calm where you go, God, how have I been living my life? I mean, I'm generally pretty calm, but this was like a deeper calm. It was like I don't know how to describe it. It was like a gift or a luxury I didn't know I was missing out on. And I really noticed it with this technique. So this is why I'm emphasizing that we're going to do it. The people who teach this suggest 5 to 7 minutes to really activate that response. But when I've done it and had that deep calm, it was for a minimum of about 5 minutes and a little bit longer, when my body and my psyche and just like my background self became really calm. And it was just like having a bath in calmness, and everything just was, all is well in the world kind of thing. Okay, so this is one part of it. One thing I also like to do, like I don't always like to do both arms at the same time. I like to do one at a time, just a gentle stroking from the shoulder down to the elbow. It's so relaxing. It's so soothing. I've also noticed if I've ever been emotional, I could naturally start just stroking myself to soothe myself emotionally. It's this natural response. We do this with children. We do this with people we love when they're distressed. You're doing it both sides. Just from the shoulder down to the elbow. You can go through the whole arm if you want to. It's kind of just easier for the purpose of this video as well. And this is how I've seen it taught mostly. And with this technique, which I quite like, is you can be doing other things. You can be talking, looking around, really connecting to your environment. So you can utilize, hello, whoever has jumped on, you can utilize other nervous system orienting exercises while you're doing this. So you're getting like a double whammy. So you're noticing what you can see in your environment, noticing what you can hear, noticing what you're feeling. You're paying attention to your breathing. You're really getting present to your surroundings. So you keep stroking from the shoulder to the elbow. And then we're going to keep going. Another one you can do is gently, almost like wiping over the hands. I'll just get the light right so you can see it. Hands back and forth. I find also for me, it really relaxes my nervous system if I do just the fingertips from left to right. So I think we've been going for almost 3 minutes, so we've got 2 more minutes. We're going to keep doing this because I really, doing this exercise, I'd really love for you to feel, I like to feel it at least, the actual full effect of a good 5 to 7 minute session. So you're just gently, hello Luke, you're just gently stroking. This is activating and relaxing your nervous system and deactivating your amygdala. So whoever is just jumping on and doesn't know what we're doing, but watching back the replay will explain more details. So you can do that with your hands. You can also over your face. So you're stroking gently over your cheeks, your hairline. So I find it interesting over your neck, something you would do to calm a child. Well, it's obviously going to calm an adult, but we don't tend to do that. Oh, well, it's not that's half of it's a beanie, but thank you. So you're stroking over your face. And I tend to lean more on the arms. I tend to prefer the havening over the arms. So just from the shoulders to the elbows, I find that to be really relaxing. So you can play around with all 3 of them. A couple more minutes here. Just keep going, keep breathing. You can even do it on your thighs, your legs. That can be quite relaxing because a lot of your nerves link up there. I'm assuming that's why it works there as well. You're just playing around and just play around with yourself and find out what you find the most calming and soothing, what relaxes you the most. And it also kind of depends where I am, what mood I'm in. Sometimes if I'm out and about, just doing this with my hands reminds me of those guys who always do this. Doing this with my hands, if I'm in a cafe, if I'm just out and about, it's, you don't look too strange. It just looks like you're trying to warm yourself up. So it's a nice little decoy relaxation technique. And it's, it's easy to do. Something you can do really gently that really has such a powerful impact on your state, your mental state, your emotional state, your physical state. Look, this video is about a relaxation technique called havening. So it's really helpful for anxiety, PTSD, any form of stress and trauma. It helps to relax your nervous system. deactivate your amygdala, which is responsible for your stress response. So I'm just teaching like an exercise that you can do. So we're going to do 1 more minute of this. My pleasure. And then after this, we'll just finish off with a short meditation. And in that meditation, you'll just get a sense of how you're actually feeling after having done this exercise. So you get that contrast. So just as we're finishing off here, just take a few breaths as you're continuing to do this exercise. It can look a little bit weird, like you're patting yourself. But I guess that's exactly what we're doing. All right, we're going to give it 20 more seconds. I've almost calmed myself down where I don't want to speak anymore. I'm just like silently patting myself. Okay, so my body, clearly, I'm getting that release of pressure through my system, is really going into a deep relaxation, which is so nice to do live because you get to see it as well. All right, 10 more seconds and then we're going to shift into a meditation. So if you're with me and you have some water with you, I will suggest in a second we're just going to have some water before we do a brief meditation, just to integrate it all. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to come to a stop, grab a little bit of water. Noisy water. A little bit more, sorry. Okay, that'll do me. All right, so just to finish off, I will just get you to close your eyes, sitting back, or you could be standing if you like, lying down, whatever's working for you, but in a rested position, whatever that is for you right now, closing your eyes and just breathing in and out through your nose. And if you can't breathe in and out through your nose, you can breathe through your mouth, just gently, but just softly open your bottom lip so the breath is just gently coming out through your mouth. And just feeling into your chest and your belly. Relax your shoulders and your jaw, and soften through your hips and your legs. And soften down through your calves, your ankles, your feet. And just bring your attention to your hands, through your fingers, and the palms of your hands. Just notice if there's any kind of electrical buzzing or any sensation of buzzing through your hands after all that contact with that technique. Relaxing your arms. Bringing your attention into your stomach and pelvis area. And breathe into your belly. And soften through your head, your forehead, the crown of your head, and your ears. And relaxing through the back of your neck, the sides of your neck, the front of your throat. And bring your attention to your shoulder blades, the front of your chest. Just feeling into your chest, feeling into any emotional qualities, meaning any feelings. There may be nothing, it might just be neutral. Just notice how you're feeling there, and in your stomach area. And just breathing into your belly, allowing your chest to gently rise and fall along with your belly. Taking a few breaths here. Just a couple more breaths into your belly and lower back. And just notice how you're feeling after that exercise. If you notice a difference in your general mood or state of being, or calmness or stress level or emotions or your mental state. Or you may notice nothing has changed at all. I doubt that will be the case, but it's possible. And just taking another breath or two here. You're going to take one deep in breath through your nose and gently breathe out through your mouth. Again, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. One more time, in through your nose and slowly out through your mouth. Come back to your natural breathing. And we're going to gently open our eyes if you haven't done that already. All right. So if you're still here, or if you're watching this replay, feel free to let me know how you felt with that exercise, if you went along with it, or the meditation. And yeah, leave a comment if you wish. And I hope you have a good day or evening, and thank you for being here. So let me know how you went, and yeah, bye-bye.